This is a Headgum podcast.
Hello, I'm Wayne Brady.
I'm Jonathan Mangum.
And this is What If, the show where we invite people who are just absolute badasses at whatever they do in life, and we bring them on the show to discuss the what ifs of life, the multiverse, and everything.
And we have live notes of sound musics played by Branson today. And everything you're about to hear is completely improvised, including our theme song.
So, let us ask the question, what if Jessica McKenna was our guest?
Oh.
Woo!
Here she comes, here she comes, here she comes, here she comes.
Here she comes. She's our guest. Jonathan, man, I made a phone call. I was like, Jess, come right down the hall. Jumped in the car, she parked outside. Jess got the key, got out of the ride. We had the security door, get the lock.
Yeah.
She came on in and a ass full cock. She was all ready to make the improv. She tours often, that's her job.
She's so great, she'll never throw you under the bus. Unlike Kendrick, she is like us. With the yes and, coming all day long. With the yes and raps or scenes or songs.
Oh, I heard she's good, yes, believe me. Seen her on screen on the Dropout TV. You seen her, yes, with Ben Schwartz, and maybe even like theater sports. Not theater sports, but short form, with the deviated improv out the norm. That's what she's doing, and she's here. Oh my goodness, she's in our sphere. Ladies and gentlemen, Jessica McKenna.
Ooh, thank you. Wow.
Hello,
It's
Jessica
nice to be
McKenna.
theme songed.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
like to give our guests, if you get nothing else, and you won't get anything else. Very,
That's it,
very,
that's all.
very,
I don't know,
very
Wayne.
low
I have
budget.
2 drinks here.
Oh, you're paying for those.
Oh, shoot.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Drinks aren't free.
I had a parking spot during a farmer's market time, that's a tough parking time.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I was
yep.
like, don't worry, they got me. Got a spot right here.
We'll see. Hey, so we're so excited to have you.
Thank you. Thank you. So excited to be here.
But we're excited to have you because you improvise all the time on Dropout TV. You're on tour. You have your own podcast, which is called
Off book, the Improvised Musical.
the musical improv thing. That's the world that you're very comfortable in as well.
Right.
So that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna have a conversation. We're gonna have a talk on things, and then spontaneously we will bust out into a scene or a song, and we'll see about what if.
Great.
Easy peasy. So tell us a little bit about where you're from.
I'm from Orange County, California. Just hop on down the 5.
Oh, like Anaheim.
Yeah, pretty close. Yeah, Yorba Linda, Nixon's hometown.
Oh, see, none of that means anything to me.
Yeah.
All I think is if you say Orange County, I think Anaheim.
Yep, you're not far off.
And white people.
Yep, and that's me.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm near Anaheim, so close that we can hear the fireworks from Disneyland at night.
Wow.
And I am a white person.
Who loves fireworks at Disney. That's very American of you.
Yeah, right?
And for people that don't know, it's about a 20-mile ride down there, and it takes about 2.5 hours.
That's right.
On some days.
That's
Yeah,
right.
it's-
That's right.
yeah.
That's what you need to know before you pack all the kids and you come take your dream vacation.
We're just going to drive from LA to Anaheim. We'll be at Disney in 20 minutes. No, you
Easy
won't.
peasy.
No, you won't.
No, you won't.
No.
Easy peasy.
That's a whole day.
Yeah, it's a whole day.
So tell us about your start in improvisation, this little game of play.
So I started doing comedy sports high school league in high school. I had a theater camp that improv was taught at that was like pretty exciting and big. Watching you was a big part of it.
Oh, thank you.
And then when I went to study theater, I also did a ton of improv. And I went to Northwestern, so we had like the Chicago proximity of like
Right.
then going in and seeing long form, and that really blew my mind. And I was also like a musical theater kid. I had not yet like merged them. They were 2 separate desires in my life of thinking. I was like, oh, I don't know. I really loved being Oliver, but I also like making up this scene. And then it was only like after college and finding UCB that I started to like put them together.
Which is the most organic mesh. I mean, like for me as well, that's how, when I started, immediately it made sense to me that music was such a huge and viable part of the improvisational thing.
Totally. They, to me, are like, they're like peanut butter and jelly or peanut butter and chocolate. They're just like a natural pair. And I can get real dorky thinking about like how similar their patterns are and how like we come back to big comedic ideas that are like a chorus, but we explore the comedic ideas like a verse. And it's so easy to like put them on top of each other.
Yes.
And we have to make all of that easy for an audience to understand. And then not to mention, like, there's all the tropes of music that are also comedic tropes, like playing up ego, playing up persona. So yeah, I think they're like, if I went back to school, I'd be like, let me write about how comedy and music are like just they're best friends.
The way that I look at improvisation when we're doing it, I say that I'm just writing the first draft of this song.
Absolutely.
That I didn't get to throw away. This is the first draft, but I look at it as I'm writing this thing and complete with the tropes and everything that goes into it. And you just get to a place where you can have it happen at the same time.
Right, exactly. Yeah, you do it enough that you're just writing on your feet fast enough that you can make it, you're just, that's all you're doing, yeah.
And you were saying it's funny too, like when you're singing so the audience can understand, it reminds me of times when you've sung something and they don't understand, and then part of your song is explaining what you just said.
The justification song.
Yeah, totally. Or you're like, let me try it again. Okay, when I come back, maybe when we come back to the chorus, maybe if I emphasize it slightly differently, they'll actually get what I
They're really going to laugh now because they're really going to get it.
Yeah, totally. Here we go.
So you started your journey. Part of what we've talked to various people about is there a what if moment in your life where you're pursuing your thing and but you're like, if I would have just walked through this other door, maybe I wouldn't have done this.
Yeah, totally. I have like a pretty clear one, which is that I fell in love with another thing in high school, which was mock trial, which is where kids pretend to be lawyers.
Yes. What?
And I loved it so much. And it didn't like pull me away from, I still was like in choir and doing the plays and everything. I was still like a theater kid, but like playing a fall sport. Like if you were always like, you grew up playing football and then someone tapped you to be like, you should wrestle in the off season. You got, and all of a sudden you're like, actually I'm better at wrestling. That's what I felt about mock trial. Like always done plays, always been performative. And then they were like, you should try mock trial. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is the greatest rush of my life. Real suits, real courtroom, real judge, fake case. So fun, like an academic competition, and I loved it and I was really into it. And then when I went to school, I went in undecided, and I joined that mock trial team. Not fun, serious, like sapped all the joy of like being a team.
Because they wanted to be lawyers.
Yeah, because they actually wanted to be lawyers. We were like smart kids who liked like thinking on our feet and like, going somewhere fun on a bus on Tuesday night and like finishing it in and out. And they were like, okay, so when you say relevance, you can't just object relevance. You have to like do the code. You have to say like objection relevance 404. And I was like, this is now immediately lost. And the same week I made the long form team. And I was like, okay, goodbye.
So you chose.
I chose.
So what a different world it would be if you really had entered the world of law.
Yeah.
Like what if you didn't make that team?
But as a mock lawyer in the real law world.
Let's see. May we have some legal music, please? Look, I'm not talking to you until my lawyer gets here. I don't care what you say. I'm not saying a word until my lawyer walks in this door.
You can't afford a real lawyer. We've got you one. She's a little bit different than you expect my son to get out to break all your locks. She's a lawyer described as mock.
Wait.
Knock, knock, knock.
What? Knock, knock, knock.
Mock, mock, mock.
Knock, knock, knock.
Come on in.
Objection. I defy your suggestion that I don't have real skills. Objection.
Objection.
She's mock. Just a mock. She's mock.
I reject your suggestions that my skills are mock.
Excuse me. Girl, what is you doing? There's no objection. This is the integration room.
Sorry.
All you doing is you yelling. You won't budge. That's a cop. I'm at the table. There's no judge.
Yes. Yes, I see I got too far ahead. Let me take a back seat instead. Let me sit back. Let me just stop and watch while you get interrogated by this cop. Gonna take notes, gonna use for later.
Where were you last night at 4 o'clock? I know 4 is afternoon, but my docket says night, 'cause the guy we hired has a problem with light.
I was with my kids, little Timmy and Jimmy, and little Sharona.
She's taking notes.
We were there at my house. I swear that I was alone, except for the kids.
Why's she writing things down?
She's taking copious notes, cause I'm her client. She's trying it, she's buying it. Are you gonna jump in and make sure that I am found not guilty?
So sorry, I mostly was drawing this picture to this diagram of your family tree, cause I got just a little bit distracted when your names were Timmy and Jimmy, but also Sharon. Got a thought, so alone. Was Sharon a different parent because she is alone?
My
In her
Sharon.
non-rhyming name with her older brothers made me stop and wonder, does she have another objection?
We're
She's
back
a
to
muck,
the
muck.
objection.
She's a muck. She's not real. She's
Now
a
we
muck,
beat
muck.
objection.
She's got
I
the real one.
resent your suggestion.
Excuse me, what am I
She's
being?
a
What
muck.
am I on trial for? Why am I sitting here? Please, lawyer, talk to him. Help me, please.
Yep, I got you. You're my client and I got you, will appease. We'd like an appeal, like a very good deal. That's the whole spiel.
Later in court,
I'm in court, I still don't know what I did.
it's the
I'm awake.
closing argument. Shut your lid.
Ow! You've hit me. Did somebody get that? Hey, lady, who's drawing? Did you see that?
Sorry, still working on this family tree, but look how well I have drawn the leaves. And then I even went down to those roots. I'm sorry, we'll get you out of these prison boots, Your Honor.
Yes. State your case.
Jury gathered here. I think we know where this is headed. This is incredibly clear.
State your case.
My client is innocent
Of a
because
crime
we
that
don't
is-
even know what he did.
Exactly!
So he has to be innocent
Innocent.
because we don't know what he did, but also objection.
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 There of my crime, there's no mention, so objection.
You're innocent of doing nothing, which is the same as guilty as doing something.
Oh, snap.
This is the way it is in Orange County.
That much is true.
That much is true.
And so I'm screwed in Orange County.
I'll never get home in this traffic.
Is there a job that you would do if you weren't acting?
If God, I'm not really good at. I'd be a paintball referee. No, you got some paint. You're out. So you gotta sit out.
I always say that I'd want to be a teacher. I'd be an English teacher or a drama teacher, or I would have been a lawyer. And specifically, I would have wanted to be a prosecutor because of the same thing with the mock trial. It's the sense of drama.
Yep.
It's the storytelling.
Oh, yeah.
It's the whole, because I was on the forensics team as well
So, okay, where'd you grow up?
in Orlando, Florida.
Yeah, when I got to school, it was like every theater kid at Northwestern was like, yeah, here to study theater, but I am a forensics champion. Like, they just were I met so many kids who were like, and they were like from Florida, Texas, the Midwest.
It was big. It was
Huge.
big. All our weekends were spent
Yes.
doing forensics competitions.
What
and
would you do? Duo interp? What were your events?
all of them? I kind
Of
of
course.
my senior year especially.
You cleaned up. Come on.
I won duo interp. I won monologue, and then there's the one that's the interp where it's very stylized, where you both hold your script and you're allowed a little bit of choreography, where you're holding your
Yes.
thing and you can look and do that. Won that, and then I was in the Thespian Society.
Oh, sure.
I'm sure that you were too.
Of course, Troop 199.
Troop 4276.
There we go.
I was the president and best actor in the state that year.
Okay, all right, you beat me.
What's
I was,
What's interp? To me, this is completely
interpretation.
foreign.
So there's all these categories. It's basically speech competition, and you
Yes.
can do solo
Oh,
or
okay.
duo. And they have like duo interp, like humorous interp, dramatic interp, and then like they have different. I don't know. Again, I didn't do it. I
It's
just like
so
all my
much
best
fun.
friends did it.
No, it's exactly what you said, and then it's the piece that, but they're very strict rules. So you would have to like pick a monologue that only went a minute and a half, and the whole thing. Oh, and a big part of it that separated it from, you couldn't just do a monologue like in acting class where if I wanted to turn, it was very much you open your book or your script, and even if you were off script, you open it and it was all here. It was all here, your face and what was on the page. And then you could close it and it's time.
That reminds me of my favorite two-person interp. There was a argument back and forth, but they only used one-syllable words for the whole. Do you remember this?
Oh, of course. That was senior year.
Yeah. See if I can recall how that went.
I'm Wayne Brady. I'm representing Dr. Phillips High School.
And you, miss?
Hi, Penelope Cons, and I'm from Esperanza High School.
Right. And we're going to be doing King Kong, one word at a time.
One word at a time, yes.
But the original story, not the hackneyed redo.
Okay. You have 60 seconds to prepare before you start.
Oh, hey, you like Heather?
Huh? Hey.
Yeah, do great.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah.
Maybe after we do this, I've been meaning to ask
Time.
you something.
Okay. I have a fast watch. And begin.
The Kong
was
trying
his
best
to
climb
the
height. Yet
he
saw
airplanes
get
positioned
to
kill
him
with
bullets. Thank
God
there
was another
woman
named
Ellen
DeGeneres.
Very, very good, both of you. That was good, although some of them were single syllables, which disqualifies you.
Oh, no.
Yes.
But that was my scholarship. My dad, he can't afford to send me to Valencia Community College. I don't know what I'll do.
Well, since it is Orange County, just be sure at 4 o'clock you're not anywhere where you might be found guilty.
You don't want to do that. Don't do that.
Can I come visit you at your house?
Yeah, as long as it's like not at 4 o'clock.
6?
Yeah, sure.
Her last name is Cons, Penelope Cons. You might want to stay away from the cons, if you know what I'm saying.
What's wrong with the cons?
We're pros.
Huh?
We're pros.
She's pro-con. Oh, yeah, I see what's happened here.
We're pros. My family's professional con people.
Pro-cons.
We're pro-cons.
Pro-cons.
So you've swindled me.
I'm sorry. It's just, I didn't have what it took to get to the top. And when I saw you last season at the Spring Invitational, I knew I had to hitch my wagon to your star.
I should be mad, but...
My school doesn't even have a program.
What?
I know. I'm just here to be with you.
I'll step out of the room now.
Here, let me open it for you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Let me close it for you.
All right. I can still hear, though. The walls are very thin.
Let me put down the screen.
Oh, I can't hear anything. But then why is my voice being told in this story?
Let me turn off your microphone.
Oh.
I was conned into loving you. You got me with your game. Is anything real about you? Your face, your body, your name.
You're conned into looking past red flags that you saw. You should have known when I came running down the hall, saying, take me to the top. Where you go, you'll never stop. Give me the gold side by side.
Now that you mention it, you were pretty clear with all the reasons you were here. I mean, you kind of spelled it out without a doubt. And now I'm in love.
But we can be pros.
We can be pros. Pros, cons. Pro, cons.
We can be pros.
I'm so pro, con.
You may be right, and I may be wrong, but together we can be.
Together forever we'll be.
Pro, con.
This is my office. You both should leave.
I'm sorry. Here, let me put my pants back on.
Oh, I didn't realize you had... Those are my pants that are
well,
off. Wait, you wore my pants and took them off?
Because it made me feel like more of a man.
I think you both can be.
Pro, con. And they've been together
Ever
since
since.
that day.
Wow.
School activities bringing people together.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Both of my boyfriends were from mock trial. Both, I mean, like my high school boyfriend and my college boyfriend were both from mock trial.
Hilarious.
I know.
So did you fall for them because they were super smart?
Yeah.
That's what gets you.
You know?
There's nothing like a brain. Being a sapio-sensual person, that is the thing, man.
Is that a real word? Sapiosensual?
Yes, that if you are drawn to someone's brain.
I've never heard that word before.
Yeah.
Because I'm dumb.
Nobody's drawn to you, my friend.
Nope.
Yeah, my high school boyfriend, he won like the all around award the year that we won the county championship.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we did that stuff in high school. What did you do in high school?
Marching band.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you play?
So, marching band was trumpet. Concert band was alto saxophone.
Oh,
yes, they did both.
wow.
Did you play too?
Band.
No. I mean, no, not really.
Okay.
Not by high school.
Sure.
I played like the percussion pit in an elementary school band.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
With
know,
the,
the
with all the
bells
thing and the bell
all
cling,
the
cling?
things. Yeah. Yeah.
In our high school, every high school at Christmas time plays Sleigh Ride, dun, 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 and there's a part in it that goes, dun, 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 and there's a guy with the clapper. And the students hated the marching band at our high school, except for once a year, when the one guy would sit there and just go, and when he clapped it was a standing ovation.
That's fun.
Just to mock us. It was,
that's
fun, but it was also horrible.
But what if that actually was good because it set that guy up for success in life?
The clapper guy probably, I should look him up.
That because of all of the love that he got?
Yeah.
You should look him up on Facebook.
You did mock trial and you did...
I did the Thespian Society.
Right.
I was in the forensics and I was a choir member or chorus rather.
Okay.
I was in show choir. I was in men's ensemble and I was in mixed ensemble.
That is nerdy as hell.
but at my school, the arts, we were jocks.
Were you at like an arts school or they were just so good?
It wasn't an art school, but we were so good that eventually it did become an arts magnet. My high school, shout out to Dr. Phillips, it's the same high school that Joey Fatone went to, Howie Duro from the Backstreet Boys. We've had quite a few NFL players.
Dang.
Guys from what's the basketball league?
The Hoops
NBA?
Center?
The NBA.
Yes.
Thank you. A lot. Obviously, I was not one of them. But a lot of successful people have come out of that high school. A lot of arts.
That's cool. It wasn't nerdy at my school, but we weren't like necessarily, vaulted either. Like I was in vocal ensemble and we would sometimes sing like we were like the audition choir and we would sing at assemblies and we got like some respect. People were like, okay, those are the good kids at singing, but we weren't like, I don't think our status was not that high, but we weren't low either. You kind of you could just do your own thing.
You weren't picked on.
No.
What was the hang in Orange? Like, did you do anything in Orange County? Did you go to the beach? Were you guys at Disney? What was the Orange County hang?
Yeah, when I was growing up, like passes used to be pretty affordable, so I did do got dropped off at Disneyland sometimes, which was pretty rad. Just like go on a couple rides, and then get picked back up and go home. The block at Orange was a big outdoor mall that went in when I was in high school. That was very popular. We were beachy, but like not as much as like. We weren't completely on the coast, but there were kids who, surfed on the weekends or like it would be a big thing to do a beach bonfire for a birthday party or
What did
something.
your parents do?
My mom stayed at home and my dad's an insurance broker. How about those?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What type of insurance?
Health. Like managed care, like hospitals. He makes sure hospitals are insured.
Oh, so not the individuals.
Right.
Okay. I'd love to hear a jingle for that type of insurance.
Insurance?
Yeah.
Hospital insurance?
Yep. Hey, I'm the guy that was sick earlier.
Well, we don't want to get sued, which is why we have hospital insurance.
Wait, but what about me? Aren't I entitled to insurance?
Buildings need to stay here. Medical needs to happen. Doctors have a place to go. Screw you.
Doctor,
Yes.
what about my insurance?
Oh, yes, you're required to have that by law, but that's not what this is about.
Huh?
If something goes wrong in the OR, then we need this so I can still drive my fancy car. Health insurance for the hospital, making sure that each bed is full with a live person.
That's me!
Yes, you!
With a live person!
That's you!
But doctor, well, let's say the anesthesiologist is on a bender from the night before. Let's say that instead of putting me under the way that he should, he puts me under so much and I start to snore, but then I stop breathing. Then I stop breathing. But then I stop breathing. Who gets what I have?
That's a very good question. Well, you could sue the hospital and then we'd need to pay you out. So that's why we have insurance and we have it without doubt. So that when you sue us to get your millions in cash that we can pull from our insurance stash. But this is not about you. This is about us.
So, truly I don't matter in this equation.
That's a different policy.
Call 888-215-9003.
If you're a hospital.
If you're a hospital.
But not the patient, so I see.
You. ICU. Get to this guy to the ICU.
Get out of here! New insurance for hospitals. Not for you, you broke ass. And I think that's how a lot of Americans feel.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, this system makes sense, right?
I want to know what the demo is for that ad placement. Like, where does the insurance company think hospitals are watching?
Oh, easy.
What? Yeah, what?
Hello, Reginald.
Oh, hello, Tamberland.
Oh, Gilrita.
Nice to see you both.
Would you like an Arnold Palmer?
Oh, yes, please.
Oh, so I was just getting ready to, look what's on the TV.
Oh, what channel is this on?
On the Richmond's channel.
The Richmond's channel.
It is 800 episode hospital. You know, the 3 hospitals that I own could really use some insurance.
Oh, they're not insured yet. Oh, yes. Actually, yes. I just remembered I was just willed a hospital. I simply must get it insured.
Oh, you were willed a brand new. Where is it?
Albuquerque.
Oh, they have so many sickies in Albuquerque.
Yes, the ABQ. I must insure my hospital.
Where were your hospitals?
Well, my hospital treats other hospitals. Yes, it's a giant. Yes, it's in Poughkeepsie.
You the Poughkeepsie. You owned the hospital triage company.
Yes, we have over 400 sick hospitals in our hospital right now.
Wow, it's hard to get a bed in your
It
hospital.
sure is.
And that's who would watch it.
Oh, okay.
I think that's who. It's a very niche crowd.
Super niche.
Yeah.
Super niche. Let's fly forward to present day.
Great.
You are married. I know that because I saw the big old ring on your finger.
Ooh, thanks.
So is your husband, or you know what? Is your husband or your wife, I don't assume.
Great husband.
Is your husband someone who, like you, were attracted to your boyfriends? Is he also a smart actor, or did you go the other way and get yourself a smart plumber?
A smart dumb dummy. No, yeah, he's very smart. But we both went to Northwestern. We didn't meet there. We met at a party out here with some grades in between us. And I met him and we went on our first date and we just dated I've been with him ever since, which is not how anything else had worked, where they were usually I was friends with them for a year and then I was like, oh, wait a second, actually, oh, shoot. So embarrassing.
Mine
Maybe
rings
that's him.
all the time. Ooh, is that him?
It's Scam Likely. Do you think he's the one?
That's a hell of a name, isn't it?
Scam Likely.
Hey, everybody, I'm Scam Likely.
Scam Likely? What are you doing back here in the club? I thought you were kicked out.
Well, I got back in. I talked real fast and I talked real slick and they let me back in the back door.
Well, I'd like to introduce you to Feud Eminent.
Ooh,
Feud Eminent.
Oh, you're quite angry, Feud Eminent.
Oh yes, well, any day now, we're gonna come to blows. It is happening right on the tip of my tongue.
Oh, I wouldn't want to be fighting with you. In fact, I'd like to be your friend.
Wait a second, I can't trust a thing you say, Scam Likely.
Oh, really? Well, I've got some land out in Poughkeepsie where there's a hospital for sale. And I've got a car with the trunk on it. Thing is as long as a whale. I've got gold pieces, Reese's Pieces. I've got doggies, he shat feces. I can give them all to you. Cause you're my friend, my buddy. When the waters get muddy, I'll be there. For who? For you.
Huh. Well, I have also bought some land just on the edge of Poughkeepsie. And if you cross over, then, well, you better not miss me. Because I'm putting up a fence dividing up our land. And if you ever cross, I will not understand. And we will go to blows. I'll punch before you hunch. I'll punch before you can get in front of me. Because I know that you and I are destined to live forever in infamy.
And punching and hunching and scrunching and lunching and punching and kicking and jumping and sticking and poking and joking, crack smoking, hokey doking, cause that's what we might do in Poughkeepsie. I'm the dog. You're the dog.
You said there was a dog that was leaving feces.
That's right.
So there was a little left.
The most charming part.
I'm the dog. So you guys have been together.
Yes, we've been together 15 years.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks.
After the first date?
Yeah.
Okay, so what was his, I'm not going to say line because that's corny, but what was his approach to you? The thing.
I think the thing that was, he was really sweet. We were at this party. He only talked to me for like 10 minutes. And then my other friend whose party it was like, hey, there's a guy here who's like asking about you. Are you dating anybody? And I was like, no. And he was like, okay, I'm not going to tell you who it is because I'm going to let him make the move. And I was like, okay. And then he friended me on Facebook and then we went and saw a play. But I think
Which play?
The Lieutenant of Inishmore at the Mark Taper.
Wow.
Yeah, some dark Irish, which I was actually sort of like this whoa moment because when I first left school, I went to New York for 1 year. Because I was like, I gotta do plays. I'm a theater kid. I gotta go where the plays are. And then after like a year in New York, I was like, I think I'd rather be on TV. I gotta go where TV is. But part of what made me start brainstorming and like fantasizing about this is that I was always on like Backstage or Playbill trying to just like audition for anything. And they were having auditions for the Lieutenant of Inishmore for out here, but there. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm my dad's like from Ireland. I'm very like connected to how Irish I am. Really annoying about it. And I have dual citizenship. It's like, it's not a big deal. It's just like when you say you're Irish, you're not as Irish as me.
Lucky.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So the play had been like the whole reason I moved to LA. And so then he was like, do you want to go see this play? I was like, oh my gosh, this is kind of a universe winking moment.
Oh, so what if that universe winking moment didn't happen? Because it sounds like you were kind of ready, that once you heard that play and you went to go see it, you were very much more open to him.
Yes, yeah.
What's another play that they could have seen that may not have led to the portent of them having such a great relationship?
Waiting for Godot certainly would have been a different different outcome.
Listen, I really want to go out with this guy, but like he invited me to see Waiting for Godot. Like, do you think he's like, you know, existential or something?
Well, I don't know, girl. Is he? What does he look like?
I mean, he's like cute and everything. I mean, he does have braces, but he's really cute.
He's got braces? How old is he?
He's
Damn.
26, but
he waited so long to get his teeth fixed.
I know, yeah.
Are you gonna order something or just sit here at the
I'm sorry,
counter?
girl. We excuse us.
It's okay.
I'll take the what do you recommend?
I recommend the number 4.
Ooh, read that for me.
Ketchup.
Ooh, girl, get some ketchup.
This is one of them. This place, I told you on Yelp, it said #1 ketchup bar in Orange County.
Oh my gosh, and it was so hard to get here on time.
I could help it over here. If he's taking you away from he's smart. He's still like a smart man.
That's what I'm saying. I'm
think?
thinking that you should maybe, but if he's so existential, is he gonna be too dark? Is this gonna be?
I'm like afraid. It's like, what are we gonna talk about? You know, you're just gonna ask a bunch of endless questions and like always be waiting for God to show up. I'm just like, I don't know. That's sort of heavy. I'd rather see like a play about the IRA and a dead cat. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
what I'm saying. Something light.
Something light.
Right?
Here's your ketchup.
Oh, wait, sorry, that was my dog.
The Hey, Reese's.
Sorry.
He's so cute.
Yeah.
Little Reese's Jr.
See, this is like a sweet dog, and I could just see like this Godot guy being like, "Oh, do we even should we even have animals? Like, what is an animal? You know, I'm just gonna need to put my feet on the ground."
Girl, it
sometime.
sounds like you on the fence about him.
I'm a little on the fence.
Well, what you should do is you should bring him around, and if your dog likes him, then you should stay with him.
That's such a good idea. Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Later at her house.
So this is my dog.
Oh, hi. What a cute little doggy.
Yeah, it does poop a lot. Is that like too
You
much
call
for
your
you?
dog it?
Sorry, just
That's not cool.
Whoa,
That's not
oh.
existential at all. If
yeah.
I'm waiting for dog, which is God backwards, I want to know that it's a he or a she, not an it.
Okay. It's Reese's. You know, it's just a lovable dog to me.
Oh, what a cute little dog. Oh, she's up on my head. Oh, that's... Oh.
Yeah, let her kiss you.
Okay. Oh,
Let her kiss you.
oh,
Please be cool with this.
Oh, man. You want to get married?
So I guess it would have worked out for you.
Yeah, I think we were just
Either
destined.
way.
Yeah,
Yeah, this was going to happen.
it was just gonna happen.
Now, you are partially responsible for one of my favorite things on the intranets. It's Dropout TV's the Play It By Ear,
Oh yeah, thank you.
which I've gotten a chance to do.
Oh, yeah. There's Dropout has like so many amazing. It's like the most fun playground. It must just like it's just such a party.
Such a great place. So being that you love improv, you love comedy, you're also a musical theater girly, and that's why you were involved like with shows like that.
Mm-hmm.
What is your ideal? That if we had to put together an ideal playlist of artists, right?
Whoa.
What would well let's keep it to five artists.
Okay.
And I'm going to ask this for a very specific reason. We've never done this on the show, so maybe we should take notes of who you say. And Branson, I need you to pay attention to this because you are going to be a very, very entitled,
Very entitled
You're very
piano
entitled.
player.
No, because I just saw that someone. No, like you're going to be a very integral part of this. So give us your playlist,
Okay. These are five favorite songs.
or five favorite genres or artists
Genres,
that like
okay.
if there was a playlist that like the playlist of your life.
Okay.
Who would be on it?
Okay. Great. Probably Queen.
Okay.
Let's do Peter, Paul, and Mary.
Wow. Wow.
Just I'm thinking of like my childhood.
Sure. I'm not. Look, there's no judgment.
Thank
there's,
you.
There's surprise.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's hella surprise.
Okay. Postal Service.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, for those of us like Branson
Sure.
that doesn't know
I'll fill Branson in.
the genre of
Sure. Postal Service was the one album side project of Ben Gibbard of Death Cab. Their big song is I thinking it's a sign that the freckles in our eyes are mirror images. Like that very poppy kind of like
Do you know what that is, Branson? Yeah. So like that genre is like it's alt pop.
yeah,
Okay.
but like very very upbeat. And then
Okay.
I guess Les Miserables.
I love that.
Okay, got to get some musical theater in there. Okay, what do I have? Folk, Queen, Les Mis, Postal Service. Who am I as a human in one last artist? Do you have this thing where your musical taste like freezes in your early 20s? Like I'm trying to think of anything I've liked in the last like 10
No.
years.
It's hard.
It's really,
It's
I'm
hard.
like, yeah, sure, we'll do Kendrick.
Now, are you recent to the Kendrick train, or have you been on board?
I've been on since To Pimp a Butterfly, so I can't go all the way back, but
to Mad City.
yeah, but like I've since gone back, but that was the album that I was like, now I'm listening to everything forward.
Okay, so I've done that because we have Queen, Peter, Paul, Mary, Postal Service, Les Mis, and Kendrick. So even just by breaking this down by genre, I would love to do something where we perform songs in these genres. So
Great.
it's our very own little mixtape.
Oh, great.
And so why don't we also can just go to our production team and ask them what's the period, you know, like the big thing in the country that is very divisive is Make America Great Again. What's your time in your life? Even just an event, a little piece that like if you could go back to that time and you could make that your life, then your life would be great again. Thomas?
When I first moved to LA, I lived in Brentwood, and I lived with an 89-year-old woman, and I rode my bicycle everywhere, and everything was just so simple. I didn't know anyone, and I would love to go back to that time just when I'm feeling really stressed, because it was just such a simple, calm time. Is that a good answer?
Okay, so
I loved that answer.
So in a nutshell, when you first moved here,
yeah, and it was just the whole city was like a possibility. I hadn't even been
to
Hollywood yet, and I knew it was over there. I was like, I'm gonna go there someday.
I love that.
Yeah.
Well, then why don't we do that experience of so it's you moving to Hollywood? Mm-hmm. Okay, so
Brentwood.
So you hadn't even been to Brentwood now, Hollywood later.
Great.
And why don't we do that as a Postal Service song? So upbeat pop.
Great. Good morning, world. The sun is up, and I just filled up my first coffee cup. Outside, yes, the road is calling my name.
Calling a name.
But I'll get on my bike and I'll go down the road to the place that I go that is still untold. For now I'm staying just inside this hood.
Ooh. Brentwood now, Hollywood later. Brentwood now, Hollywood later. Brentwood now, Hollywood later. Later.
Oh, one day I will see that sign and I'll see those names that are up in lights. But for now I'm staying at home, cooking dinner with my woman. She's 89 and she looks so fine, keeping my life simple and sublime, keeping every day that I can, keep it here so good.
Keep it so good.
So good. Brentwood now, Hollywood later. Brentwood now, Hollywood later. This is the time that I'll savor. Brentwood now, Hollywood later. You guys really knew the percussion package that goes with those songs.
Did that encapsulate your whole journey?
That was incredible. My mind is blown.
Probably about not Postal Service, that's a little too early, but not the totally wrong era of sort of Owl Cities.
It was 2010.
Yeah, that's right, my man. Owl Cities, yeah.
I didn't date the 89-year-old
No,
woman,
to be clear.
To be perfectly
but she
clear.
was still sort of your woman.
Oh, I was into her.
Yeah, of course.
I've never done this in all the podcasts we've recorded so far, but I drank 2 Red Bulls and I have to pee really, really bad.
Please.
So I'll be right back.
You know what? And the time it leaves you, we're gonna do a diss song.
Great. About what?
About you leaving. Go. Like a Kendrick diss song. Go. So you're my Drake. How dare he leave in the middle of a podcast?
Oh my! Well,
has anyone done this before?
Is that better or worse than Scam Likely?
Okay. Where'd he go? 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 Eliminate them toxins, H2O. He said he had to pee, he said he had to go, but we'd here sitting here trying to do a show. I'm like, please don't leave me, but he had to go. Why the hell he had to evacuate, I don't know. How unprofessional, he can be my pal, he can be my buddy, he just ran. I just wanna kill him, and I just wanna scream. I thought he was my buddy, and I thought he was my team. But I will see, I'll talk about him behind his back, and I will spread all these rumors, these kids is whack. And I will talk about his mom and maybe even his dad. I'll talk about his kittens and his dogs, he's so sad. I'll talk about the porn that he made in college. I'll talk about the ways that he escaped knowledge. I'll talk about the people that he punched in the junk. I'll talk about him, think past term. Where'd he go? 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 Where'd he go?
2 Red Bulls got a bladder too full. Where'd he go?
Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Red Bulls, they make you fly. Make you fly, you pull down your fly. I use that word 2 times. 2 times.
All these insults are not in demand. Guess what? I didn't wash my hands. Touching the shoulder, cause you're the man. You can sense the pee through your cloth, my man.
Is that supposed to make me mad? You? I expect no worse from you. And that's what I do. You have got no clue. I didn't want to diss you too much because I love you.
Because we're friends. And
Yeah.
We're friends.
It was
I
really
always said
sweet
it.
mostly.
A minor.
It's mostly about where'd you go.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did
Yeah.
imply that you had a porn creation business in college, but
I
other than that,
did.
yeah.
I did. There was a whole thing. I was gonna diss your mom and your dad, and then I punched various animals that you owned.
Aw.
Kept it, but then pulled back, you know.
Yeah. So when you came out, like that's why I went back to a very simple rhythm because I didn't want to be mean.
Well, because you can't, like, if I'm out of the room, it's anonymous. But if you see me, it's hard to insult someone that's right in front of your face, isn't it?
Right. And I think
Right.
that's what we've learned about beefs.
Yeah.
You know, so I want to squash our beef right here on the show. I want to squash our beef.
You're mine.
Yeah.
Our beef, yeah.
Yes, I wanna
She
squash
doesn't
our
know,
beef.
Wayne, that you've been dissing her for years.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
you didn't see all my
MySpace.
Oh,
His MySpace
oh,
posts.
yes. Sorry.
Yeah, like MySpace. Shout out to my 16 followers on MySpace.
What was the guy's name? It was the guy's name.
Tom.
Tom.
Yeah.
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 Tom.
He was the guy that
He was
started
that
MySpace.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So
Tom.
he'd be your like original friend, and the photo was just like him looking over his shoulder, like a whiteboard. It was so like lo-fi.
Yeah.
Also, what a horrible thing to be like. We used to have a top 8. We like
Oh,
you could put
yeah.
up your best friends because this is like and just how that's
And if you weren't in someone's top
my
8, you know,
gosh.
that should be a Les Mis
okay, great.
big musical thing about finding out that you're not in your friend's top 8. My friend, am I truly what you'd call your friend? Are we truly amigos or do you pretend? Prove to me that you are my friend.
Oh, this you know, my very good friend, that you are my chum, you're my number one. But you know that I think the fate of the top 8's not great.
What
And so
does she
I rotate
mean?
them around and round, so no despair can be found. I'm merely pushing friends in and out. But you will once again be in my top 8. Just let me rotate. You shall climb the ladder once more.
You've taken my heart and cast me. No longer am I celebrated. My friendship status is numerated, and now I'm number 9.
This is the song of angry friends, not the friends that you'll call men's. We shall not rise to the top of your list.
You'll be in my top 8 more.
I want to be in the top 8.
This is the
Maybe I
song
could be
of the
if it
angry
was very
friends.
great.
The
If
song
I
of
were
the angry
truly
friends.
in the top.
The song
I'm
of the angry
Shout out to Tom.
Shout out to Tom.
Tom. I wonder what Tom's doing.
I think he's sitting on that sweet buyout, maybe.
I don't know if he might have used it all up.
You think?
By now, yeah.
What would you do if you were, the founder of this thing that changed the social landscape, and then you can just duck out and retire? What does somebody do with all that money? Peter, Paul, and Mary would know.
They would.
Do you know what that is?
Is that like
That's like folk, like early 60s. That's like if I had a hammer, I'd hammer in the morning.
So if you had like a guitar patch,
yeah.
an acoustic.
The funny thing
like
about those
the
folk
nylon
songs
string.
is like that I only realized later is like that they're true like folk songs. So things that I'm like, that's a Peter, Paul, and Mary song. As a kid, is like, no, it's a Bob Dylan.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. And even like Puff the Magic Dragon.
Yes, yeah.
What I would do with all this cash, I'd head to Barbados and tan my ass.
What I would do with all this dough, I'd also go to Barbados.
That's not my choice of hood. There's an 89-year-old lady I love in Brentwood.
I'd move to Poughkeepsie and open up a hospital for hospitals that were very hospital.
If I had this money,
If I had money,
if I had this money, if I had this money, you won't find me.
I'd buy a dog, I'd climb a tree, I'd buy one expensive NFT.
I'd buy a house, I'd buy a couch, I'd even buy someone to love me.
I'd buy a bike, I'd buy a car, I'd buy and rename every star named after me.
If I
had money,
if I
had money, never again will you see my face after I get my cash from Myspace. Then that space is just for me.
Never again would you see my face after I'd sell my space, 'cause I didn't like you in the first place. You see, money changes people.
Money changes people. Money changes people.
That's true.
Ooh, sha-la-la.
So far, I like this playlist. So we've discussed themes of money. We've discussed moving out to the big city. The only thing that we haven't done is a big Queen-like rock anthem. What could that be about? So Thomas,
Yep.
is there a dream that you have that is completely un-showbiz related?
Yeah, winning a big pinball tournament.
Oh, he's a big pinball fan. That's
Yeah.
right.
Okay, so this is
Whoa.
if only someone would make a big rock opera about pinball.
I know, I had
If
the
only.
same thought. Okay, some big soaring rock anthems about pinball. Great.
Yeah, in this scenario, I'm also deaf, dumb, and
Well, Thomas, now we're getting no.
So you want to win the tournament, or
Oh my gosh,
or,
his name is Thomas even.
I
Holy
mean,
shit.
that's weird.
and my friends call me
The pinball
Tommy.
wizard?
Yeah.
So
The pinball magic user.
so do you want the pinball, or is there a tournament you want to win?
Well, so every year at Walt's Bar in Eagle Rock, there's
Sure,
a tournament
shout
where
out.
you can win a pinball machine. If
Shout
you
out
win
to
the
Walt's
game.
Bar.
And I came 6th this year. So I was
Out of how many
actually
entrants, Thomas?
75.
Wow.
All
Yeah.
right. So we take you to Walt's Bar. Waltz.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to Walt's Bars. Welcome, gentlemen, ladies, virgins, one and all. Yeah. Tonight, it's all on the line. A ball propelled, going down the line like a bat speeding out of hell. There's no pinball wizard, but there's a magic user. You better pull back, get ready to rack up the score. Who wants to win this pinball tourney? Who wants to win this pinball tourney? It's a hell of a ride.
Oh, I'm just a little boy. I biked over here from Brentwood. But once you see me on the flippers, you'll know I'm good. Last year I might have just barely broken in the top 10. But I've been practicing my 1-2s again and again.
Hey kid, you gotta pay the entrance fee. The entrance fee.
Entrance free. Is it free? Is the entrance free?
It's free, so enter. Don't pay the
Come on
entrance
in.
fee.
Oh no, I wonder, should I talk to my inner Tommy? 'Cause an it's kind of scam likely.
Tiny little ball made of metal. Pull back the plunger, metal. Ding, ding. Shoots through the machine that's made of metal. That's a lot of metal. 3 times the metal of other games. There's no metal in bowling, which is why I like this game.
So much metal.
So much metal.
Ding, 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 ding.
Metal solo.
Ding, ding.
Copper, steel, titanium,
Tilt.
copper.
That's all I know.
Ooh, yes, I'm honing in. I'm really feeling the heat. Oh, yes, bonus round. It's time for you and I to meet.
Look at Tommy. Look at Tommy go.
76, 75, 74, 73, 72, 54.
15 seconds later, 31, 30, 29, 12 seconds later, 17,
then 10,
9,
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. He's number one. Shoo. The ball moves down the track with the greased ease of a jet plane cutting through the blue ether. As it makes its way to the first column, it hangs. The ding happens as the light cascades off the glass cabinet. Tommy looks down. The glee is reflected in the glass. It begins to turn. The score goes higher. His competition, a 45-year-old man from Pacoima named Raphael, whose wife is in the ER and this is his only joy. Sweat beads on his forehead. Will this be the moment that he is dethroned? Tommy waits. And then...
a 4.9 earthquake hits, shaking the machine to tilt.
Sorry,
phone rings.
Tommy. You're number 2.
Oh, that's okay. Raphael, I hope your wife gets better.
I'm sure she's fine. Meanwhile, at the hotel, beep, that earthquake knocked out all the life support.
At the hotel? Oh no! We'll have to move her to a hospital now.
She'll be safe there.
The hospital didn't have insurance, which is why she was at the hotel.
Oh no, it's impossible to get a bed in this town.
And Tommy learned a valuable lesson that day.
Sometimes we hit the ball. Sometimes the ball hits us. But all we have to do, is trust.
And I learned that a pinball is not stronger than an earthquake.
And I learned that a hotel is a terrible place to take a person almost near death.
And I learned that you shouldn't trust anyone named Scam Likely.
And I learned you shouldn't just let your dog shit on the floor.
And I learned that some relationships are forged after one night of meeting each other. I think we've learned a lot, fellas. Hey, why don't we just give Tommy the trophy?
Really?
Yes.
That'd be breaking all the rules, Stanley.
Hey, but that's what rules are for. Isn't that right?
I learned rules are for breaking.
Here, Tommy.
Wow, my dream. My dream is happening right here. And I never even had to go to Hollywood.
Nope, you stayed right here in Brentwood,
Amazing.
where there's a nice little writers co-op right up the street, right by that sushi restaurant right off of
Really?
Los Virgins.
You promise?
I promise.
Oh, hooray.
And you can keep riding your bike because of those DUIs, Tommy.
Oh, goody.
Tommy, you enjoy this trophy and you remember until the day that you become an old man and you're sitting producing a podcast.
Uh-huh.
And when you're asked, what is the most beautiful time in your life? You're going to remember this time.
You're right. It's this time.
So I want you to hold it tight, Tommy.
I wish it'll last forever.
And remember, this is when you peaked.
Okay.
Tommy.
Wow. That's exactly how it was.
Yeah.
Is that how you felt?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jessica McKenna played with us today and showed us the best examples of what if.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you so much.
That
You're
was
a
fun.
blast,
Oh,
man.
that was a blast.
Oh, please. Catch her on tour. Do you have a website?
Yeah,
that's so old of me. A website. It's not a website. It's Instagram.
I know we do have a website, but yeah, you can follow me at Jess McKenna, or you can follow at Offbook Pod for all future tour dates and anything else that we got cooking.
The Off Book Podcast. Check it out. So brilliant.
Thank you so
are
much.
Awesome. You got to come back and play.
Oh, I'd love to.
All
Thomas,
right.
can we tell more of your stories?
Yes, I love.
We mind. You are the audience of one, man. Like, we mind the hell
That
out
was
of
amazing.
Thomas.
I was flashing back. I was flashing forward. I loved it.
Wow, that was some amazing storytelling.
Fun.
So, from Jonathan, from Wayne, from Branson, from Jessica, from Thomas, thank you for watching What If. Bye.
Bye.
That was a Headgum podcast.